So now we had completed the other lesson, a legend of the Northland. Okay, the legend of the Northland. I have said about the traditional story that was believed in the Northland, some part of the Northland. It can be any place up to Russia, Norway. Understood? Then there a lady, an old lady, how she had treated Saint Peter, isn't it? And because of her selfishness, greedy, made Saint Peter angry, and he had cursed her. Instead of living like a human being, cursed her to be a woodpecker who had to struggle for its own living. So that was the poem of the old legend. Understood? Legend of the old story. Now we are coming to the next lesson, my childhood. So here it is refers to APJ Abdul Kalam. Who was APJ Abdul Kalam? Yes, he has been our former president. That is, he has been the 11th president. He has been the 11th president. That is in the year 2002. He has been the 11th president of India in the year 2002. Understood? So now we are going to study who was APJ Abdul Kalam and how he became he also known as the missile man, isn't it? He is known as the missile man. Known as the missile man, isn't it? So why that name was given to him and what are the achievements he had made in the history of India. Understood? He belongs to Chennai, Rameshwaram. It is in the present Madras state, and he belongs to Rameshwaram and was living. He was a Muslim, isn't it? But how did he go along or cooperate with the other religious people? How the other religious people treated him like? Understood? Now we are going to study about that. And what is his autobiography? His autobiography is known as the Wings of Fire. Autobiography is Wings of Fire. Autobiography is Wings of Fire. Now we will see, we will go through the lesson. His childhood. So mainly in this lesson, how he had spent his early childhood days. Can you think of any scientist who have also become statesmen? Statesmen means politician. Statesman. Statesman means politician. He is known as the statesman means politician. Abraham Lincoln, isn't it? Then Nelson Mandela. All were good in their former days, but later what happened? They had joined in politics due to what? To bring up the welfare of the common people. Understood? APJ Abdul Kalam, whose project in space, defense and nuclear technology, which are the spaces he is APJ Abdul Kalam in space, defense and nuclear technology. nuclear technology. He is famous in which all I think for becoming becoming a political man. He was fully engaged in space activities, defense and nuclear technical. That means technology. In his autobiography, Wings of Fire, he speaks of his childhood. So here we are going to have his a brief history of his childhood. That is taken from where Wings of Fire. Understood? Now I will go through the lesson. I was born into a middle class Tamil family in the island town of Rameshwaram in the earliest Madras state. So today it is known as Chennai. So long time before it was known as Madras, isn't it? Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram in Chennai. Today Chennai, long time Madras. Erstwhile means here former, that means before. Before it has been known as Madras state and then the new name was given to it, what? Chennai. My father Jinaludabdin had neither much formal education nor much wealth. Despite these disadvantages means weakness, because his father do not have any kind of formal education or wealth. So he is an ordinary common man. He possessed a great insight means the feelings, wisdom and a true generosity or spirit. Generosity, greatness. Generosity, greatness. See, when going on the lessons, please take down that. Understood? Take down the meaning. Take down the meanings in your textbook. Possessed. Possessed means kept. Innate. Already there in your textbook. Feelings. Generosity. Greatness. So, even though he was not a very wealthy man, or he did not have any kind of formal education, no kind of degree in him, but still, what is there in him? The greatness, the generosity is there in him, and he could understand the feelings of others. See, those people who are wealthy enough, do not have time or do not have the feelings to know about the feelings of the other ordinary people, isn't it? They are concerned about their own wealth. They are concerned about how they can make money. They do not know the people, how the people around him is living, whether they are poor or not. Understood? But this person, he do not have any kind of high education, he do not have any wealth, any richness, but he got the spirit of feeling to know about the emotions of other people and also the generosity. He had an ideal helpmate in my mother Aisha Amma. So who is the father and who is the mother of APJ Abdul Kalam? The father is Jane Gaddafi. Jane Ulbuddin and Aisha Amma. And Aisha Amma. But he had an ideal helpmate. So for everything, whatever father does, who is a helper? Aisha Amma is a helper. I do not recall the exact number of people she fed every day. Fed means giving food. But I was quite certain that far more outsiders ate with us than all the members of our own family put together. So daily, many people, whoever comes to Ulabdin, whoever comes to Jainulabdin, they will be sent at home to have food. And for everyone whoever comes, who is serving food, Aisha Amma is serving food. Understood? So APJ Abdul Kalam is saying, together their whole family sit for food, but it is more than that, daily outsiders coming and having their food. So that much generosity was there in whom? Ulabdin. Understood? He is having that much generosity that people should have food. He is not very rich people. He is not very wealthy person to give food for everything. But what he has with him, he is willing to share with the others. And willing to share with others means at the same time, who is also helping? Aisha Amma is also helping. Understood? That is why the family was very good for everybody. Understood now? I was one of the many children, a short boy with a rather undistinguished. Undistinguished means not special. Undistinguished, not special. Please get down the words. Undistinguished, not special. Looks, born to tall and handsome parents. So handsome, both Jainulabdin and Aisha Amma are handsome. They are very beautiful, pretty. But for them, a short, at the same time, not very beautiful, a child was born. That was who? APJ Abdul Kalam. APJ Abdul Kalam. We lived in our ancestral house. Ancestral means from generation to generation getting inherited, which was built in the middle of the 19th century. So that means his father, great-father, great-grandfather all were living in the same house, and it was generated to one family to the next family. It was a fairly large pakka house, not a very big bungalow. It is a common ordinary pakka house made of limestone and brick, made of white powder, sand and brick, on the Mosque Street in Rameshwaram. So Mosque means because he is a Muslim, isn't it? So in that street, in that Muslim area street in Rameshwaram, who was living? APJ Abdul Kalam with his family was living. My answer father means strict father. Answer strict. So father was very strict. Used to avoid all inessential comforts and luxuries. So he was a poor man, and at the same time, what is the wealth he is having? He is willing to serve with every people of his own village. Is it of that same street? But he don't like to spend any of the money for luxuries or over comforts. So today we can see majority people are spending their money for their own luxuries as well as for their comforts, isn't it? They are not worried about anything. That means even for their living also, if it is not enough, still they want to show their luxurious life outside. That means then only they think they are having a reputation in the society. Understood? Here he do not have any kind of wealth as well as any formal education. So he did not want to spend any of his money for luxurious. But at the same time, how the money is being spent? It is being spent for serving or giving food for anybody at least for one time. Understood? That is the main thing. That is the most important thing to make stop the hunger of somebody. That is the main thing. However, all necessities were provided for in terms of food, medicine or clothes. In fact, I would say mine was a very secure childhood, both mentally, maternally and emotionally. So both economically and mentally. Economically, materially and, and mentally. Mentally means emotionally. Emotionally, these children of Jalaluddin did not have any kind of worries. Why? Because they were given food, shelter and clothing. So none of their things are being avoided. Everything is being given. But over comfort or over luxurious was not given to them. So mentally and physically, how are the children? They were good enough. Understood? The Second World War broke out in 1939 when I was 8 years old. So when he was only 8 years old, the Second World War for Independence started. For reason I had never been able to understand, a sudden demand for tamarind seed erupted in the market. Tamarind means puli. Seed, puliyude kuru. Understood? So it was a great demand during that time, and he is only a child of 8 years. He did not come to know that tamarind seed is having that much demand in the market. I used to collect the seed and sell them to the provision shop on Mosque Street. So what the child used to do, so when he understood that tamarind seed is having high demand in the society, in the market, what did APJ Abdul Kalam do? APJ Abdul Kalam used to collect the seed and sell in the nearby market. You think over that, how much struggle and how much hard work he had done. He is a man of great reputation, great high. He became a man of great high, well known to the whole world. Still, in his childhood, see what all things he had done. Understood? So that is why APJ Abdul Kalam is said to be a well-known, famous person. From that small age itself, he started to struggle himself for his life. I used to collect the seed and sell them to the provisional shop on Mosque Street. So he used to collect, because it is having high demand in the market, he used to collect and sell them in the street market. A day's collection would fetch him princely sum of 1 anna. So that time and all, it was not rupee and paisa, it is of anna, similar to rupees of today. So 1 anna means, that time getting means it is of today's, it is very high cost. My brother-in-law Jalaluddin. Who is brother-in-law? Jalaluddin. Brother-in-law would tell me stories about the war, which I would later attempt to trace in the headlines in Dinamani. So that time newspaper name, which was a newspaper, Dinamani. Dinamani, daily newspaper. Understood? So what Jalaluddin used to help him? He used to read the newspaper Dinamani, and he used to say what all things is happening in the world, because what is going on in the world, Second World War is going on. So he used to give him all the incidents that is happening during the war. But soon India was forced to join the Allied forces and something like a state of emergency was declared. So soon emergency was a stop for everything. Nobody should go out, nobody should do this and that. That emergency rule came into prevalence. The first casualty came to the form of the suspension of the train halt at Rameshwaram. So first emergency rule was made that when the train is passing by, it should not halt. Halt means it should not stop. Halt. Halt means it should not stop. Where it should not stop? In Rameshwaram. The train should not stop in Rameshwaram. Today, like when because of corona, certain places are being made into containment zones, because those people who are affected by this great disease, that area are being stopped from mingling with the other area. Like that, in olden times, because of the war, emergency had started and certain portions as the running of the train has been stopped in certain stations. And in one, that is Rameshwaram. So Rameshwaram is the place where who is living? APJ Abdul Kalam. The newspaper now had to be bundled and thrown out from the moving train on the Rameshwaram road between Rameshwaram and Dhanasgodi. So in the Rameshwaram station, the train is not stopping. So the newspaper, Dinamani newspaper will be coming from the other places, and they have to go up to Dhanasgodi. They may be passing after also. So what is happening? Now from the train, these paper bundles will be tied up, and when they reach to Rameshwaram, train is not stopping. So they have to throw that bundle of paper out of the window of the train. Understood? Because the train is not stopping. So between Rameshwaram and Dhanasgodi, the train will be passing, and that time the newspaper has to throw out from the train. That forced my cousin Samsuddin, who distributed newspapers in Rameshwaram, to look for a helping hand to catch the bundles and as it naturally. So this who is in charge of that newspaper bundles? Shamsuddin. Shamsuddin is in charge of that bundle, and he will be in the train with his bundle. So while throwing, he needs the help of somebody to catch hold of all that bundles and keep it safe. Understood? Who was given that job? APJ Abdul Kalam. So APJ Abdul Kalam used to stand in between Rameshwaram and Dhanasgodi, and as the train moves, what will be thrown out of the window? Now the bundle of newspapers will be thrown out of the window by Shamsuddin, and that who has to catch hold and keep it safe? APJ Abdul Kalam. I filled the slot. So the I filled the slot means that job was given to whom? APJ Abdul Kalam. See, 8 years passed only, doing all kind of job now. That kind of person only who had come to the height of his glory, isn't it? Shamsuddin helped me earn my first wage half a century later. I can still feel the surge of pride in earning my own money for the first time. And for collecting the bundle of a newspaper in between Rameshwaram and Dhanasgodi, Shamsuddin started paying for him. It was his first salary. So even when he had grown up and when he had collected lakhs of rupees as a salary, he still remembered from whom he had got his first salary. From whom he had got the first salary? Yes, from his niece Shamsuddin, cousin Shamsuddin. He got the first salary when he was only a child. And what was the job he had done for that? When the bundle is being thrown out of the window, he had to catch hold of those bundles and keep it safe. That was the first job APJ Abdul Kalam had did, and it was the first salary given to him by his cousin Shamsuddin. Understood? see how the person had lived his life. Every child is born with some inherited characters. Inherited means generation, passing from the generation into the specific social, economy and emotional environment, and trained in certain ways by figures of authority. That means a certain everybody of us, you, me and everybody from got a little aspects from the past generation. That means from our father or our father's father or grandfather's father. That is the hereditary or the generation. So every little, maybe very little, not very much, but a little aspect has been passed from that whole family. Same to that also it happened to APJ Abdul Kalam. I inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father. So what are the natures he had? Discipline he had possessed from his father. We also at home also we will say it is your mother's nature or it is your father. When you show something we used to say it is your father's nature or it is your mother's nature. That is natural, that is a natural truth. It has to be generated from any one of the parents' life or any one of the father's life or any one of the mother's life. So from his father he had inherited honesty and self-discipline. From his father he got the character of honesty and self-discipline. So honesty means be true enough, isn't it? Be true enough. And self-discipline, be comfort with whatever we have and have that discipline how to behave to others. Understood? And from my mother I inherited faith in goodness. Faith in goodness and a deep kindness. These two characters from his mother, Aisha Amma. Faith in goodness. Think that what you are doing is good. That is trust yourself. And then deep kindness, that means show kindness to everyone. Whoever comes in front of you asking for help, show them kindness. I had 3 close friends in my childhood. Ramanathan, Shastri. Who are the 3 friends? Ramanatha, Shastri. He is a Brahmin. Then Aravindan and Shiva Prakash. So these 3 friends are Hindus, isn't it? Friends, classmates and friends of Jalaluddin. Ramanatha Shastri, he is a Brahmin high class person. Aravindan and Shiva Prakash. As all these boys were from Orthodox Hindu Brahmin family. Orthodox means the great superstitious belief people. Orthodox, Pakka Brahmin family. They believe, they think that they are next to God. So they believe very much in their caste. Understood? Ramananda Shastri, Aravindan and Shiva Prakashan. All these boys were of Orthodox Hindu Brahmin family. As children, none of us ever felt any difference among ourselves because of a religious difference and upbringing. Upbringing means how they are being brought up from their family. So today also in our society we are like that. Yesterday we are not seeing whether he is a Brahmin or whether he is a poor or whether he is rich or whether he is not a Brahmin or Hindu or below that. Isn't it? We are not seeing that. In our school also we all are mixed together. So we are not finding whether he is a Muslim or whether he is a Hindu or a Christian. We also not feeling like India is a democratic country where all religions are taken into same, isn't it? No difference is shown in our India, in our country. Similarly, in our family also, suppose a family of the, think about the Muslim family, if they are very orthodox, they used to say that, okay, you should not go to the school where other students are studying, or you should not go and mingle with any of other religious friends. No, we should not do like that way. We should not give that thinking to any of the children or any of us. We should not keep that thinking. He is a Brahmin, he is a Hindu, or he is a Muslim. We should not think about that. We all are brothers. Understood now? So, here also, these three children, though they are Orthodox Brahmin and he is a Muslim, isn't it? They did not think anything that he is a Muslim. They have a very faithful friends with APJ Abdul Kalam. Understood? In fact, Ramananda Shastri was the son of the Pragashi Lakshmana Shastri. So, he is a Brahmin and he is the son of a priest who is doing all the pujas in the temple. The high priest of the Rameshwaran temple. Later, he took over the priesthood of Rameshwaran temple from his father. So, once when his father had retired from that pujari work, he himself became the pujari of the Rameshwaram temple. Arvindan went into the business arranging transport of visiting pilgrims. So, he became a businessman. And Shiva Prakashan became a catering contractor for the southern rails, and he went to a catering department. Catering, giving food, that is in the railway station. Contractor of that. During the annual Sri Sita Rama Kalyana ceremony, our family used to arrange boats with a special platform for carrying idols of the Lord from the temple to the marriage site, situated in the middle of the pond called Ramatirtha, which was near our house. So, here also in the Aringav temple also it is there, Sri Rama, Sita Rama Kalyana, that festival is being celebrated in Aringav also. So, during that festival, the ideal means the statue of the god is being taken and it has to be immersed in the water, and that pond is very near to whose house? APJ Abdul Kalam's house. Events from the Ramayana and from the life of the Prophet Muhammad were the bedtime stories my mother and grandmother would tell the children in the family. So, from very early days, grandmother and mother used to say stories. Not only the stories from the Muslim Muhammad the Prophet, but they used to say stories from the Ramayana and Mahabharata also. That means in the very early age, children are made to understand there is no difference in their religion. Understood? One day when I was in the 5th standard at the Rameshwaram Elementary School, a new teacher came to our class. I used to wear a cap which marked me as a Muslim. So, Muslims used to wear a white cap, isn't it? So, in the school he also was wearing that white cap. And a new teacher came in the class. And I always sat in the front row next to Ramananda Shastri, who wore the sacred thread. Sacred thread means that the Brahmins used to wear a thread in their body, isn't it? So, in the school, when the new teacher came, he saw APJ Abdul Kalam is a Muslim. He is wearing the white cap and he is having the sacred thread in him, Ramananda Shastri, and they both were sitting together. In our school also we are doing the same, isn't it? The new teacher could not stomach a Hindu priest sitting with a Muslim wife. So the teacher could not approve that a Hindu and a Muslim sitting together. In accordance with our social ranking, as a new teacher saw it, I was asked to go and sit on the back bench. So what did the teacher do? Teacher called APJ Abdul Kalam from near Ramashastri and then said go and sit at the last. Why? Because he is a Muslim, isn't it? The teacher may be a Hindu. I was asked to go and sit on the back bench. I felt very sad and so did Ramananda Shastri. So IPJ Abdul Kalam also, because they all are very faithful friends, isn't it? Sitting next to Rama Shastri, up to then there was no problem. But when the new teacher came, he thought why a Brahmin should sit along with a Muslim. So he asked Abdul Kalam to go and sit at the last bench. But that feeling was there in both Ramashastri and Abdul Kalam. He looked utterly downcast. Downcast means sad. As I shifted to my seat to the last row. The imagine of him weeping when I shift in the last row left a lasting impression on me. So what happened to Ramananda Shastri? He started to cry, and that sadness also felt by APJ Abdul Kalam. After school, we went home and told our respective parents about the incident. So that evening, they both were sit on different places, isn't it? So that evening, both of them and told their parent what had happened in the class. Lakshmana Shastri, father of Ramananda Shastri, summoned the teacher. Summoned means called the teacher. And in our presence told the teacher that he should not spread the poison of social inequality. Poison of social inequality. Social inequality and a communal intolerance These two evil thoughts. These two evil thoughts. He said that don't inject these two evil thoughts, that is social inequality and communal intolerance among the children. They are innocent. He bluntly asked the teacher to either apologize. Apologize means to sorry and quit the school order. So what did Lakshmana Shastri ask the teacher? You should not inject these two evil thoughts, that is social inequality and communal intolerance, in the mind of the innocent children. So neither you go out of the school or say sorry to the children. Not only did the teachers regret his behavior, but the strong sense of conviction Lakshmana Shastri conveyed ultimately reformed the young teacher. But the teacher understood the mistake and he did not go out, but he must have said sorry to the children. On the whole, the small society of Rameshwaram was very rigid in terms of segregation of different social groups. However, my science teacher, Shiva Subramania Iyer, though an orthodox Brahmin, was a very conservative. We had come up to the 9th paragraph, and I will continue. We had come up to the 7th paragraph, where we had seen the two evil thoughts being taught by the children, and finally the teacher had regretted it, isn't it? So now we come to the end of that. We will continue the next paragraph in the next episode.